What's up, YouTube? Bringing you another video, this time about how much I have spent on my truck and everything that I've done to it. Fun facts, I didn't want to spend anything on this truck. I bought it because I was going to Alaska and I was not taking my Mustang, and I was just going to use this as a rental for 3 years and then sell it as soon as I got back to the States. Obviously that didn't happen, and it is what it is now. Enjoy, and let's get started with the video. First things first is the tint. I have 50% on the whole windshield with a 5% brow, 15% on the driver and passenger side, and then limo on the back. That cost me $650. It was a bit more because it's a truck, more windows and bigger windows, so just keep that in mind. So that was the first thing that I got. The next thing that I got was this bullet antenna. I hated the original one. It's for those of you who know, it's like really tall, probably up to the black little knob that you see on the truck there. Before I had it lifted, I would go into certain parking garages and you would hear just ding, you know, make an annoying sound. So I proceeded to get this, and I absolutely love it. I have no issues when it comes to radio signal or anything along those lines. Cost me $50 at the time. The next thing I got immediately coming out of the dealership was this tonneau cover. So there's a hard tonneau cover. You guys can check out my video I posted about a year ago, pros and cons about that. I'll let you guys see it right here. So this cost me, color match and everything, $1,400 to get that from Ford. I love it. I keep a lot of stuff in there. I'm in the Army, so sometimes I have to travel and leave my stuff in there before I go to the field or things along those lines. I leave it in there, no issues at all whatsoever. The next thing I got was up inside in here was the stitching from cat skin, or excuse me, the leather from cat skin. So as you can see, it's black with red outlines, red stitching on the side, and also right up in there, and also up in the back, as you can see, right up over there. I got that done in Alaska. That cost me $3,000. That was, I would say, the top 3 things that I've bought so far of expensiveness, but I absolutely love it. And it came with heated seats, high heating and lower heating right there. Comes in handy in the winter. Next thing I'm going to count is, I got it as a gift, but I'm going to count this. So all this red interior stuff, including the knobs, costs about $300 for that. And it's not painted, so it's just 3M tape, right? So you take off the 3M tape and stick everything all over. It's lasted, oh, I'm right here as well, and it's lasted for 5 years now, and I've had no issues. Again, I had it in the freezing cold and in the very hot weather of Georgia and Texas. And the next thing, as you just saw, I opened the door, I closed the door, is my amp steps. So I'm very short, and once I got those, I absolutely fell in love with it because it's so much easier to get in the truck now. And that cost me, when I got in Alaska with install, $1,200. The next thing that I got was these lights. You guys saw the video recently, so I got the Mormio headlights, fog lights. Let's bring it back here. The third brake light up there, the tail lights, and the license plate lights. So I'm taking into account they gave me $150 for my headlights on the trade-in. They were halogen ones, and I'm pretty sure it's the same price that they're going to give you if you turn them in today. Keep in mind, before I tell you this price, it is nowhere near what I bought it for 5 years ago due to inflation and the current situation we're all dealing with right now. But after the trade-in, I bought these lights, including the third brake light, for about $2,000. So, and they lasted great. I've had no issues, and Mormio is just awesome when it comes to customer service. Before I got the amp research steps, I actually had rough country side steps. With install, cost me $350, and I ended up putting it on Facebook Marketplace. So I didn't sell it for cash, but I got it for a trade. So I'm gonna count this light bar right as my trade. So I'm gonna say this was $350 plus another $100 for a total of $450 install and this light bar. So far it's lasted going on 4 years, but now it's only basically from here to here that work. All the other lights went out. I'll see if I upgrade or I can figure out a way to change out those bulbs somehow, some way. If you guys know, let me know in the comments, because I kind of don't want to get a new one. I do like it, but we'll see what happens later. Whew, it's hot over here. The next thing I got, so I'm gonna put it all together because it's gonna look really weird if you don't put it all together. But I got the BDS lift kit, the 35 by 12.5 Nitto G2 tires, and the Archon Lincolns, the 22 by 12 wide wheels with install here in Georgia at PTAP, $9,200. So I say I put it all together because if you put just the wheels and tires, you're not gonna be able to turn anywhere. If you put just the lift kit and you have your small wheels and tires, it's gonna look really weird. So just keep that in mind. You gotta save up to do everything all together at once. So the reason it cost me so much was due to the fact that I got the upper control arm. This by itself I think cost me $800, $700, and then I got the full strut from BDS to include the reservoir where I can adjust low speed and high speed. That's why it cost me so much. For you guys who are trying to get it for a little bit cheaper, they have basically a 6-inch spacer that goes on top of your OEM Ford suspension. And if you don't upgrade your upper control arm, obviously you save money on that, but I highly suggest that you guys get an upper control arm, whether it's BDS or anybody else, because this is going to droop really, really low, and it's going to come potentially hit these wires or either the struts with the spacer or the actual coilover from BDS. So I just suggest you guys really think about getting an upper control arm, because it also helps with the geometry and all that stuff. And just so you guys can see, everything is almost basically level. There is some dip there, but it is significantly better than other lift kits that are out there. And of course the frame up here, they cut it. So just keep that in mind. It's a lot of money, but again, you guys just really want to do stuff like that, save up, and you have to do it all at once. The next thing I got was the lighting. So I showed you guys earlier in the video as well, rock lights, wheel lights. For the rock lights, it was $800. The install, it was $600 for a grand total of $1,400. Again, you can get different types lighting. You can get more rock lights. It's going to cost you more for just buying them and installing them, so keep that in mind. Next thing I got, which absolutely started to wake up the engine, was this S&B intake. It cost me $350. I already felt a huge difference before I put the tune on it. So if you're just looking for something to kind of wake up your truck a little bit, I highly suggest getting this. S&B is an awesome brand. I've had no issues with them. And again, just this alone made a pretty big difference on the truck. But what absolutely woke it up was the tune that I got. And you guys just saw the 1,000-mile review that I had on there. The tune with this, oh man, it absolutely woke up the truck, and I love how it feels. Super aggressive, shifts super great. I love it. So just check out that video. And the next thing I got was the catch can. So same thing as the Mustang and the 4Runner. Just got a catch can, 180 bucks. Catches any particles that might potentially damage the engine right over time. And I just gotta wash it about the 2,500 to 3,000 mile marker, and then dump it if it starts getting too full. It's not something you have to check every 500 miles. Like I said, every 3,000, 25 to 3,000 miles, just check it out. And lastly, I'm not gonna forget about it today, is the Borla Attack exhaust. I absolutely love this. As you guys know, I have it on the Mustang and I have it on this. They're both 5.0s and they sound absolutely amazing. Again, $1,200. I did it myself. It was a pain in the butt because I did it by myself, but it sounds absolutely amazing. So that's all that I have for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. This is probably my last video for a while because I haven't seen my family in a month. I'm gonna go see them and I'm gonna be gone for about 2 to 4 weeks. It just depends. We're trying to buy a house. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Like and subscribe, and I will definitely be bringing you some more.